moves have been missed.
She fell flat on my face. It was pure embarrassing.
Physics have been broken.
What the fuck happened there?
Laws of time and space shattered in an instant. Yes, this is entertainment, but the glitches are real. Whoever you are, whatever you do, please don't look at this at home.
Hello and welcome back, everybody. Tigre's in the chat already. Hello. So, with this dumb wee series we've been shining a wee bit of light on the Scottish scene, and one of the things we've talked about throughout it has been the sort of new generation of Scottish wrestlers that are coming out and making a name for themselves, and we've got, in my opinion, one of the shining lights of that here with us today. Please welcome Ashley Vega.
Hello. I am so excited to book my show. This is going to be the best one. I'm just going to...
You think you're going to do the best?
I'm going to try. Have a lot of good ideas that I think everyone will like.
Alright, so set it up. So the game's up on stream now. There we go. And right, so I will say, like, a very, very high standard has been set with the shows.
Okay,
our leaderboard is growing a bit.
I'll try.
Like,
right.
as I told you before we went live, the show will get a percentage rating based on, like, the match average percentage.
Okay. Yeah.
The lowest one on the leaderboard is 77.6. And that was that was actually two lads that, like, came from the same school as you.
Really?
Yeah. That was Luke Sharp and Krieger that did that.
Okay. Need to try and beat that at least.
For anyone who's maybe not seen this before, we're just going to have a quick look at our own roster. So all these people you're guaranteed to be able to use.
Okay, cool.
So, oh shit, I forgot to sort the thing. This happens every time. I always forget to do something.
There's always something.
Oh aye. Chainsaw, with the subscription. Chainsaw, one of the regulars in here, very good fellow. Welcome back, my friend. I forgot to put Johnny on the roster, but it's okay. I don't think you'd have used him anyway.
Never know.
Well, Johnny's not even a wrestler, for real, so... He's a streamer who helped us with a charity stream we did a couple of months ago.
Okay, nice.
And they mostly do wrestling games, so...
I like it.
We made him fight Dakota Kai, because she's been on their stream a bunch and they always argue. So
amazing.
Right, so our roster that aren't affiliated with stable. We've got ADM. Most of these you'll know because a lot of them are local people. So ADM. We've got your good self.
Of course.
We've got Brent Carter, who has not actually debuted in real life yet.
Okay.
He's one of Andy Wilde's boys.
I see.
He was meant to debut this month, and obviously now.
Fortunately, with everything, I feel honestly so bad for everyone in that position. That is the most heartbreaking thing.
I know. Because I've known him for years, and I'm like gutted for him. It was funny though that, like, because he's been one of our guest hosts. So, like, the very first show poster he ended up on was some dumb one that I put together. So,
yeah.
We have Debbie Keitel. We have Gene Money. We have Jayla Dark.
Jayla?
Can't no love Jayla, right?
No.
We have Krieger. We have Lily Faye, who's a Dutch wrestler based out in New Zealand.
Oh.
We have Liu King Sharp. We have Manlin. We have Viper. We have Dashing Handsome Rusev. And we have Sarah Marie Taylor. And for our stables, we've got the Clout Chasers, which is a name came up with by Joshua Wells, a Wrestle Factory trainee who works for Chikara.
Okay.
Along with Josh Fuller, Andrew Everett, and Jodie Summers. We have the Face Paint Perverts.
Wow.
Started by Rosemary, by the way. She actually came up with the name.
Like it.
Which is her and Raven Creed. In her original save, it was a stable she came up with that was just everyone we have that wears face paint.
I kind of like that, to be honest. Oh, toast perverts.
Okay, so that goes back to the charity stream. It has nothing to do with Toasty, believe it or not.
Oh, okay.
So which is Amy Alonzi and Emily Hayden. We did have Johnny in there as well, but I forgot to put him in this one. We have the Wakanda Dynasty, started by Shug, which is him, Aisha Raymond, and token white guy Jam O'Malley.
Correct.
And that's our roster.
Right.
So, who would you like to try and get in on our show? You gave me a few names before we started this.
Yes. I would love to be personally in a stable with Candice Michelle and Tori Wilson. We could be like the Playboy bunnies, because I love them both and their Playboy covers were iconic.
Right, so Candice Michelle. I know I did unlock them, so they should be here. Hey, Alicia, take Red Chainsaw. Well, there's Dawn Marie. I know she was one of the ones you asked
Oh my
for.
god, yes. Dawn Marie.
Dawn Marie is in. I always had such a crush on her.
And this Michelle. Same.
So Tori Wilson should be about there because she was the same section. Thank you for the host, Alicia. Alright, everyone you've wanted is in so far.
Okay.
This is a first. Usually someone said no by now.
Who else?
Well, that same section we've got, because you were talking about your favourite sort of Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression Era women. So in that same bit we've got Lisa Marie Verron. She's in. You know Jayla wrestled her.
Yes, and I love Jayla.
Oh, everyone loves Jayla. I was actually telling her this, like everyone we've had on who's like knows her or has met her, like has nothing but nice things to say about her, and she was made up.
She's just so nice, and she's always everything. Don't know about her. She just every time I see her on my Twitter, I'm just like, yes, I agree with everything you post. Keep doing what you're doing.
When we had Raven Creed on, she was like raging because of her being retired because she never got to wrestle her.
Yeah, I actually got to wrestle Jayla once, which I wish it was more, but yeah, just the once, which at least I got to do it.
Is that W3L?
It was.
We got Ivory, we got Jacqueline, Terry Runnels.
Oh, Terry! We need to get Terry in there.
All right, what have you slipped into their water? Because everyone's saying yes. That never happens.
What do you mean?
Like usually, the first bunch of people we ask always say no.
No, because I know what I'm doing. These women are the women you want to see on a show.
That's fair.
Okay, we need to get Ivory in there. Love Ivory.
Same. Again, huge crush on her.
Yes. Trish.
Trish is yes.
Yes, Connie. She always has the same gear in every game I see her in.
Most of them have at least one gear. That's just the default one.
Right. Okay.
Anyone else jumping out at you?
can't think of anyone else that's jumping out, to be honest. We'll probably get China in there.
What's going on? Like, as I said, like, everyone usually says, like, everyone that's ever tried, the first bunch always say no.
See, you just need to know what the people want.
Like, we've had crazy ones, like, I can't remember who it was, but, like, someone tried to get Eddie Kingston, and he said no.
Oh.
But then they managed to get The Rock.
Hey.
Because there's, like, 4 different, like, maybe that's it, because the show's, like, Vegas. Everyone loves a Vegas show, right?
True, that's true.
So we've got 4 different free agents bits. Because there's, like, that one's, like, North America. We've also got, like, Japan, Latin America, which for some reason always has a few Irish girls in it. And Europe. So there'll likely be a few names here you'll know.
Oh, there's Anastasia. Let's get Anastasia in there. I love Anastasia.
I literally just made her last night, and she's not in.
Amazing.
All those, like, people said yes, and it's Anastasia that patches us.
About Sammy Jane in here anywhere?
She is somewhere. Oh wait, no, she'll be in the Eve, but yeah.
Oh, perfect.
She's in?
Perfect. Let's get else. It's getting difficult. Let's get Nina Samuels in. I love Nina.
Nina said no.
Okay.
Yes, Tigre, Addie's, like, brilliant.
But Nightshade.
Nightshade is in.
Perfect.
We'll have a look back at the Europe bit. I want to show this off again, because I'm really proud of it. Look at that Danny Hunter.
Wow. He's in. CT's nice. What else can we in here?
Yeah, a lot of the Scottish ones, it was myself that made them, so...
Nice. Okay, let's get Jokey in there. I like Jokey.
He's like... Jokey's in. The Scottish folk in the game, like, that other people had already made, were like the ones you would expect. You know, like the NXT UK folk, and like some of the more obvious ICW names like Jester and Lionheart and that.
I don't think there's anyone else jump. Let's get Lana Austin in.
Where was she? Oh yeah, there she is. Lana's in.
Perfect.
What about anyone for WWE or AEW, New Japan?
WWE, let's go.
So I've done the cheat thing, so WWE have been buttered up, so they will likely say yes.
Okay, well, fingers crossed.
It's starting to sound like you're going to put on our first ever all-women's show.
I mean, I was thinking about putting guys in, but now...
Maybe have like a one-off, like, token men's match or something.
Okay, have, maybe I'll put... Have a look. What's there? Oh god, Shelton Benjamin. Oh, Shelton.
We've got him.
Thank you. Okay, I love Shelton Benjamin.
Oh, he's great.
We have Joe Hendry.
Yes,
We're on this.
he'll be in Ring of
Okay.
Honor.
Let's him in. Perfect. I think Joe Hendry versus Shelton Benjamin would
Oh.
be
That would be good,
Great
actually.
match.
I'd watch that. That'd be well good.
for that.
And we've got the...
Oh, Velvet Sky. Andy Leon. Oh my god, I used to love her.
You're having more success than anybody has ever had, like, putting this together, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Also, the chat are saying hello to you. Jeremy, Alicia, Tigray.
Hello.
They're all... Yeah.
It's nice. I think we need maybe more. Should we just have like the one-off guy match, or I'm trying to.
It's entirely up to you. It's your show.
Okay, maybe a couple more guys. I need to make sure I've got
Plus, we've got, like, obviously
About-
our own roster as well.
okay. About
I mean, if you chuck a current name, they're probably going to be in here.
maybe just the one-off
All right.
guy match. I think. Oh, why not?
Okay. So, I mean, as for other women, like, we've got the Stardom roster here.
Okay.
Obviously, again, like the Women of Honor bit with Martina and that.
Okay, let's get Martina.
She's in.
Right.
We've got Impact. They've got a pretty good women's roster.
Addison Rain.
There's AEW.
Ooh. Matt Hardy. If we can.
Matt Hardy
Yeah.
is in.
Cool. And let's go for Cody Rhodes.
All right.
Nice.
So
Okay.
I think that'll do us, right? We've put together like quite a.
Got quite a few to choose from.
Oh yeah, we've got a small OTT roster and all.
Okay.
Like a mini OTT.
Love that. I'll Valkyrie. Shouting at me. Shouting out at me rather.
She knocked us back.
Well, that was very rude.
How dare she?
Very rude. Yeah, I think, is that enough, do you think?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Quickly save. Oh, and get the boring bit out the way. So you can have up to 10 matches.
Oh, okay. We should, like...
It's the boring admin bit that I forgot to do before we went live.
Worries.
Yeah. Now, let's book us a show.
Cool.
Oh, and the cat's just coming to say hello.
Love that.
Alright, so ref. The ref's got to be Aubrey Edwards, right?
Obviously.
Right, so how are you opening this show?
These singles.
And you've brought in quite the amount of names, so...
I've got so much to choose from. This is actually going to be very hard. Oh. I feel like Wait. Maybe actually, could I change that to a tag?
Okay.
Where's the right here? Oh, let's have Andy Centauri.
Oh, before I do, because you get to pick the attire and all.
Season. Okay. That one.
This one.
Last one.
All
Yes.
right.
Favorite one. Yeah. What should we? What should we? Let's go for the first one. Yeah.
All right. And who are they doing a wrestle at?
They are going to be wrestling. They're going to be wrestling at. Who are they going? Let's go for. No. Vision Moth.
Session off.
Yep, and Velvet Sky.
That's quite a team.
That is a good
Oh.
team.
Forgot attires.
Jealous. Yeah. That one. Third one. Right. And for Velvet, let's go for the last one.
So that is quite the opener.
That's a strong opener. Let's go for a singles for our second match. Let's no. I think this is going to be a 6-card match. I'm going to keep Shelton Benjamin and Joe Hendry for the first half main.
Okay.
Let's have Joe K. There's let's pick a different for Joe K. Yeah, third one. That's my favourite.
Against.
Whoever makes these outfits are so talented.
Well, the jokey one was me.
Well, that was very good. It's very accurate. Let's do Jokey against Lisa Marie.
Oh, that'd be
Think
good.
it'll be a strong, good match. Let's have third outfit, yeah.
All right.
Fun. Okay, third match. Let's have let's have. Okay, let's have the singles. This is going to be the first half main. It's going to be Joe Hendry versus Shelton Benjamin. That's a strong first main. Oh, Shelton B can wear the last outfit, but a gold standard there. There's the old Joe. Let's go for.
Yeah.
Let's go for the fourth one.
Oh, he's amateur wrestling gear. Sure.
Yeah. Mix it up a bit. Right. Look, I'm running out of ideas.
All right.
Let's throw in. Let's go for another singles. Let's have. No. Let's have a. It's gonna be a random. Can we do like a mixed tag?
Yeah.
No?
Oh, it's intergender. Yeah.
Okay. Can we do that
Mhm.
for the fourth? Okay.
So tag.
Let's have a Hardy and
They're basically the,
let's go for the second one.
yeah. Matt
Okay.
Hardy and
Let's see. Hardy and Sammy Jane
all right.
against. Oh, a blonde Sammy there. Let's go for the third one. I like red skier's my favourite. Against Nightshade Oh, let's go for the first outfit. That's my favourite Nightshade one.
I do like that one.
Against, you know.
Sorry? No, I said I do like that one.
Oh, I thought you said you don't. I was like,
I do like that one. Very Bam Bam Bigelow.
Yeah, against Nightshade and Cody Rhodes. Oh, yes, that's one.
Stardust?
Yeah, Dust,
Alright. Fifth match.
Let's go for the singles. And let's have...
We got Mandy Leon, Dawn Marie, China, Ivory, Terry, Trish, Lana Austin.
Okay. Bit of a pick now. Let's do... Let's do Dawn Marie versus Lana Austin, because I would pay to see that match.
Same.
Yes, that one, yes. Marie versus Lana.
Just think of the amount of ref hassling that would go on in that match.
It would be... let's go for the second one, that's my favourite Lana's gear. Okay. Next match. Let's do another... Let's do a tag. Finish it with a tag, and we'll do... Three Runnels.
Sorry, who was that?
Three Runnels.
Terry Runnels.
Oh. I like that one.
This one.
What? Yes.
And
Three Runnels and... Book myself.
yeah, you can book anyone from our own roster.
Me and Terry Runnels. Let's have my... Let's go for the black gear. We kind of need to... let's go for that. Against Jayla.
Jayla.
Yes. Jayla and China. Okay. Oh my god.
See, you even got an old school Bete Noir gear in there.
Let's go for old school Bete Noir. And yeah, against China. With China, sorry. Well, let's go for the with the that one kind of match.
Alright.
I think
So you still
strong.
of your guests, you've still got Ivory, Trish, and Mandy Leon and Madison Rayne.
Let's do Ish versus Ivory for the last match. Classic.
So Mandy and Madison not getting used.
Getting patched, unfortunately, I think. Let's go for the that one. Gosh. Let's go for... Oh, let's go for the third one. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright. Quite the
Happy
show.
with that. That's a show. That's a show I would pay to watch.
Right, and so the no dragon. We got one in the chat. Is it weird of me to say that the way Ashley says M is so damn adorable?
That's Cute.
And that's Chainsaw and Tigre's agreeing, so...
Oh.
I mean, it's a very Scottish one, that, anyway, so...
Yeah.
There we go. I love it, like, most people try to book their pals and everything, whereas you've just booked your heroes. I like it.
I have booked my heroes, which is Dawn Marie and Terry Runnels.
Right. So, quickly save it, and I need to come out and reset the game without the mods, because reasons. Basically,
Right.
the mods can make the game run a bit funny sometimes.
I see, yeah.
And yes, Chainsaw. One of the things that happens, because I only really use the mods for like, little things like having more space to put in names and unlocking people in that mode and the likes.
Yeah.
And one of the things that the side effects is when you disable the mods, it messes up with the file name paths for the entrance musics.
Yeah.
Like unaligns them, so you have to end up resetting them all, which is a pain in the arse.
A bit of a nightmare.
Ah, bugger. One moment, peoples. It's me being a dafty, don't worry. Right. So that is quite a banger of a card.
It is.
I can't mind if I've seen Candice Michelle live. Can't mind if she was at the. Because I went to a show round about the time she was there,
Yeah.
and I remember there was a women's match.
I would have cried if that was me.
I remember Victoria was in it.
Loved her.
1 second, I'll look it up now. Glasgow 2006. Oh, it was Mickey James against Victoria.
Oh, Mickey James as well.
But there was like some weird bikini contest thing before it.
Oh, Ellis.
And like, it was them, Maria Kanellis and Tori Wilson, I want to say.
Okay, nice.
And then like, but like, Kevin Thorne came out with Ariel.
Yeah, Ariel and Kevin.
And like, here's the thing, because I wasn't watching a lot of WWE at that time, and a friend of mine, like, had a spare ticket and like brought me along.
Yeah.
So like, I had never seen Ariel before, and like, I ended up like yelling at like Kevin Thorne like to get down for the turnbuckle and stop posing because he was in the road of her.
That's fair.
Not that I was like, like love struck or anything, you understand, but
Yeah.
and yeah, so the reason we restarted there also, but waited till then to do it, was because one of the things that can happen in this mode, if you invite people from other companies or free agents, is sometimes they'll no-show. Whereas the mod thing stops that from happening. Because we didn't want your show ruined by nonsense like that, do we?
Oh, we don't.
So here we go, opening match.
Go like that.
Candice Michelle and Tori Wilson versus the Session Moth and Velvet Sky.
It's a strong match.
I think it would be very silly. I mean, Martina's in it,
It
so
would be.
yeah.
Very strong opener.
And you've done a wrestle with Martina.
And I love wrestling Martina because she's so fun and she's so funny and she's just one of the nicest backstage.
Oh, she's lovely. She's absolute
She's just a
sweetheart.
laugh.
You know, she like. Do you remember? Because I know you're doing obviously the thing with like the wrestling games, so assuming that's something you're into.
Yeah.
Do you remember for like the last game, where they did the thing where it was like you had to like film a promo and you can like play AJ Styles to win $1 million. It was like a competition, and they did it at like the pre-show of one of the, I want to say one of the takeovers.
I don't remember that.
But like I put in my promo, and I managed to get Martina to do a cameo in it, which might be why I didn't win. But
yeah, maybe.
I mean, I just wanted it to be more fun than anything else. So. And Velvet Sky with the generic music, because I've not got music set up for her yet. I've not actually got music set up for Velvet Sky yet, so...
Oh, that's okay.
Martina's got her music though.
That's good. That's brilliant.
Where Mad Alex right dance, because there's no many dances in the game.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so for the chat, because like, because there's quite a few Americans in the chat, so some of them aren't too familiar with our local scene. But like, how's this to win yous over? The match that I was on about there was Ashley Vega versus Martina versus Emily Hayden. Because they all love Emily now as well, because we've had her on.
Oh, okay. Did she do?
She did pretty decent.
Okay.
Because our leaderboard currently has 27 people on it, not including yourself.
Right.
Emily is 7th.
That's good.
And as I mentioned earlier, it was actually my pal Maya that took the top slot. The very, very close second, and the top rated wrestler on it, by the way, is Sugar Dunkerton.
Love Sugar.
Oh, everyone loves him. So chuffed for him getting the match with Jericho.
Yeah.
For as short as it was in that, it's still like him on TV against like one of the biggest names in wrestling. So.
Yeah. 100%.
So our top 5 is Maya, then it's Shug, Manlin, Amy Alonze, and Viper.
Okay. How do I do then? Hopefully I'm not like last. That would be very embarrassing.
Well, it would have to be spectacularly like underperforming to come bottom. So, like, I think Lou and Krieger have got that sewn up, to be honest. So, if you could choose one of these women to wrestle, just one, who would it be?
Cool. And this Michelle.
I thought you might say that.
Because I just love her so much.
That's who your blue and black gear's modelled on, right?
It was, and because I watched her rest, so I literally just had to do it. I just love her so much. Actually, I'm obsessed with her. It's bad.
And I'm going to reveal something now, and you might get upset, but it's, you know, best to rip the band-aid off quickly. There are no stink faces in this game.
Okay.
Because that's your big move.
It is. That's fine. It's okay. I can deal with that.
I went for like the closest approximation to one I could get.
It's fair.
That's a fair point, Chainsaw. Yet, because the next DLC lets you make your own moves, so
Nice.
someone will make one.
Good.
But I went for, I don't even know if it's got a name, but like the thing that, what's her name? Lacey Evans does, where she like sort of springs up and like comes down, like sort of goots first into her opponent's face.
Yeah.
You know the move I mean, right?
I know what you're talking about.
I don't know if it's got an actual name, but
Very, very close.
that and there's like Bronco Busters in it.
Of course,
So,
yeah.
including like Natsu style ones.
Mm.
How familiar are you with Stardom, by the way?
Not, wouldn't say very familiar.
Because I think you against Natsu Sumire would be some like gold. That would be fun.
Well, I would love that, yeah.
So who would you think would win this?
In this match,
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to go with Candice. Ace's team.
'Cause I feel like there would be a lot more shenanigans on the part of Martina and Velvet Sky.
100%. But it's Candice and Tori, so I mean,
Tigre, not that move. It's the one she does in the corner where she basically just swings up and then flies down like crotch first into her opponent.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's like, Tigre in the chat got confused and thought I meant something else.
Okay,
We'll just call it like the Crotch Express or the Gooch Buster or something.
it's a good name. It's a good name for a move like that.
Everyone should just let me name their moves.
It's a good idea. Maybe that could be like a new thing.
It's not a new thing because I did name the Kings of Catchy's finisher,
Did you?
the Afterburner.
Okay.
Which,
Yeah, you should do that for a lot more people then.
yeah, I mean it's a niche reference, but you know. I mean, it's wrestling. Wrestling's pretty much built on niche references.
Much.
So, for anyone in the chat who's maybe not familiar with you, who like they're maybe kind of new to you, how would you describe yourself as a wrestler?
I would say very 90s style, very Dawn Marie, very old school.
Yeah, like a lot of that, like you know, shoving your bum in your opponent's faces, things like that.
Yeah. I would kill to have a Playboy pillow fight match. Like, honestly, would. Oh.
Who? And I'm assuming Candice Michelle would be your dream opponent for that.
Yes.
Barring,
100%.
like, obviously she's not able to wrestle anymore because of injury, but
Which is so sad because that's like my of all time.
and oh yeah, there's a question that always gets asked in the chat, and I feel it's quite apropos for you. I feel there's a question. I don't see Jim at the moment, but there's a question Jim seemingly asks every wrestler, and one of the regulars, and it's a weird question, but one that I feel is quite appropriate for you.
Okay.
What move would you rather take, a burning hammer or a stink face?
Think face.
See, like most people say, like depends on who's giving it, but
Well, fair. I suppose that would be my first choice.
because like if it's Kenta Kobashi giving like the burning hammer, like nobody's taking that.
Oh.
Same if it's as if it's like Akibono doing a stink face or something, you know, no one wants that.
Okay. Sure.
I mean, you wouldn't be able to breathe for one thing.
Nobody wants that.
I've no idea why whoever made this Martina gave her like mad ground skills, but
I can't see the screen anymore, unfortunately.
oh, has it not come up? Oh no, that's my fault. I completely forgot to reset that when the.
Oh, it's okay. Okay, cool.
That's my fault.
I couldn't. What is? Oh, yeah, I used to love when Candace did that.
What
The
the?
spin kick.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, it's not one of my streams without some kind of technical mix-up or other. So
Yeah, that's fine.
so out with the mixed tag, you've only got one men's match on this card.
Ugh.
You're the only person we've had that's went so women heavy, and we've had a lot of women do this.
Yeah, I don't know. I just have such a love for old women's wrestling. I do love Shelton Benjamin, so I had to put him in there.
Right.
Somewhere.
You never booked my favourite for that era, by the way,
Ooh.
Molly Holly.
Okay, I love Molly Holly as well. I should have did that. I didn't think of her. Molly Holly was iconic. I used to love her finisher. The Molly go round that she used to do from the top. That was wow.
Have you seen the thing with Nixon talking about her, like being allowed to use the Molly go round?
Yeah, I saw that and oh my god, that's amazing. Like, I would probably cry so many tears.
So like, it's cool, like, because in doing these I've been trying to have is like, oh there we go, Velvet and Martina with the win.
I didn't think that.
I've been trying to have people from as many different, I guess, like backgrounds as a fan in to do these. There we go, 94% for your opener.
Oh, that's good.
That's a very solid opener.
Oh, match. I told you. See, I know what I'm doing here.
Like, generally when I'm doing it, like, I'm happy with anything above like 80. So
24 is good for our first time.
this bit here's, by the way, is just me choosing the background music for the match.
No worries.
So next up, Jokey versus.
Oh, Joey versus Victoria. That would be a great match.
So twice I got to see Victoria wrestle then, because there was that WWE show, and I was at the match where she got to wrestle Jayla. Like,
Very jealous.
I was chatting to Jayla afterwards, and she was like totally made up by getting to wrestle her, like.
Oh.
And she was so lovely as well.
Yeah.
Because like, it was the, I don't know if you remember, because I think you were still a trainee at the time. But it was the same show that Lucy Cole got hurt at.
Okay, yeah, I know what show you're talking about.
So like, there was like, the show got held up for like an hour or so.
Because of that, yeah.
Because they didn't want to like move her or anything for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
And a lot of the wrestlers just came out into the hall bit and were just like, you know, to help fans pass the time, just like, you know, taking photos and chatting to people and stuff like that. And Lisa Marie Verron was such a sweetheart. She was so nice.
Yeah. I've met her once actually, and she
Oh,
was
really?
so nice. Yeah, I met her at a BCW show.
Oh, right.
Oh, she was so nice. I think rooting for Victoria here.
Oh, probably same. And don't get me wrong, I love Jokey, but like.
No, Jokey's one of the loveliest people.
Oh yeah. I've heard that. I've never actually met her, but I've heard that from a few people.
Yeah, she's so lovely.
You keep saying that, like, this has come up a few times with people now. Because, like, most of the shows I've been to that you've been on have been either, like, Discovery or Fierce Females.
Yeah.
And there's a few people, for the amount of shows I've been at that you've been on, it's weird that I've not met you yet.
Yeah, that's weird, yeah.
But I think it's because, and it's come up with a few people, where anytime I've seen you, like, going by or whatever, it's like either I'm in the middle of talking to someone and I don't want to be, like, rude and cut away.
Yeah.
Or, like, you're in the middle of,
Sorry.
like, a proper conversation with someone and I don't want to be rude and interrupt.
Yeah. Those awkward ones.
Because it's like the same with, the same things happened with, like, Raven Creed and Debbie Keitel as well.
Yeah.
Even though, like, I've been on, like, I've been to so many shows that they've been at. Oh, they're popping for, like, Victoria's theme in the chat, by the way.
Love that. Victoria had such a good theme. What, even so?
The weird thing about that show was as well, like, of all the people that I ever thought I would see in the same match as Victoria, one of the people that wasn't on that list was Christopher Saint.
Oh, yeah. That's fair.
Not that I'm complaining about it or anything, but
Yeah, just not... Yeah. Oh, okay, this could be it.
oh,
She was done for there.
well, it's a Japanese game, so you get a lot of that fighting spirit. Oh, is that Victoria you're on about, Tigray? Because yes, she's gorgeous in person.
She is.
You'll be jealous of this one, because, like, Tigray's in America, and in 2003 got her to see her in a four-way with Trish, Molly Holly, and Jazz.
Oh.
I'm well jealous of seeing Molly Holly, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, like, my first, because obviously I'm quite a bit older than you, but, like, my first experience with women's wrestling came from, oh, there we go, bet you doing. It came from, you know, like, say, like, Sensational Sherry and Luna Fishon and people like that.
When I actually started watching wrestling, like, it was like 2009-8. So I always went back and watched all, like, the old stuff. And I came across wrestling, and that's how I fell in love with it, because I would always go back and watch things. But, yeah.
Oh, I mean, I was the same. I mean, like, the first WWF show I saw was, like, WrestleMania 7. And obviously I've watched, I went back and watched all the other ones and all the older Royal Rumbles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So 78 for that one.
Bad.
Not disastrous, but mainly because of how one-sided it was, I think.
Yeah. Can do better. This next match, the Belter, that's very good.
I mean, I would think so. I mean, Joe Hendry versus Shelton Benjamin. I've seen Shelton Benjamin live.
Oh, I've not, but I would love to.
He was on that same show, the WWE one I mentioned. The opener.
Oh,
was,
yeah.
The opener was him and Carlito.
Oh, I used to love Carlito as well, actually.
It was a weird crowd, and, like, me and my pal were, like, the only ones that, like, properly popped for Carlito's theme.
Carlito's so good.
It had the weirdest first half main event ever. There were some weird matches on it. Like Kevin Thorne versus Hardcore Holly. Tommy Dreamer versus Rene Dupree.
Oh, okay. It's a bit random.
Test versus Sabu. And one of the most random matches I've ever seen. The Spirit Squad versus the Highlanders, Roddy Piper and Ric Flair.
Wow. With the Spirit Squad.
Oh yeah, like, again, we were the only ones that like were actually like shouting along with their intro bit for their theme. And like the couple next to us were like, come on, really?
Yeah. Great theme for Joe Hendry there.
It is. I mean, there's so many to pick from, you know, but...
No. I've actually been training with Joe, so...
Oh yeah, because he runs a wrestling school now.
Yeah, so I've been training there for a couple months now, and it's been, like, the best experience.
Like, you've been about, like, a few schools now, right? Which,
Yeah, I have.
which I think's a good idea, you know, try and get, like, different perspectives to widen your experience.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think I'm very happy where I am now. Just with Joe's just helped me quite a lot in such a short amount of time. He's been such a great coach with everything that's been going on. We've had been very engaging and still trying his hardest to train as much as possible. As obviously we aren't able to now, but we're still getting quite a lot of like lessons and things, so it's been good.
Yeah, I noticed him and Andy Wilde have been doing that online quite a lot.
Yeah, they have, and it's been great.
Because it was originally the PBW school you came from, which is like...
Yeah, that's where I started from.
Which is, they've, like, that sort of... And we've said this on the stream before, but like that generation of like Scottish wrestlers that have all done pretty well for themselves,
Yeah,
like
they have.
like about half of them came from PBW,
Yeah.
and the other half came from Source.
Yeah. It's good skills.
I mean, it's good that like there's, for such a small country, how much choice there is.
I know, yeah, no, definitely. I never realised how big it was. Yeah, being with Joe has been amazing.
I really want to see this match happen now, to be honest.
I'm gonna need to this and try and get this on the go here.
What, get this game?
This match on the go.
Oh, aye. We'll poke and prod Alan for Discovery till he books it.
Oh my god. I'm gonna message Alan and get him to book this match. Like, no joke.
A running joke on these streams, especially when we had Jordan, Brent Carter, the Andy Wilde trainee, on, is like, oh yeah, I'd really like to see that match happen, Alan.
Yeah.
And you'll have met Jordan at one of those shows, because like he's one of the boys that, like the FPWA boys that does ring crew there.
Yeah.
What was the match what was the match Joshua booked where it was like nobody had ever thought of it and it was like, holy shit, that would actually rule? Oh, it was Shibata versus Cesaro.
Oh, I love Cesaro.
I mean, how can you not? He's Cesaro.
I know, true. I met Cesaro at a signing once in Tesco, actually, randomly.
Oh wow. No, I'm
very
jealous.
random. Yeah. Great.
I've only ever been to like one WWE signing, and it was
Same.
it was like Kane and Daniel Bryan.
Oh, okay, that's a good one.
That was at Bray Head
Ah,
when, well, the main event was CM Punk against Ryback, so That's how long ago it was.
Okay, that.
Because the match that they were in, it was like Kane and Daniel Bryan against Cody Rhodes and what do you call him? Damien Sandow.
Oh yeah. Actually.
What are we remembering, Jen, in the chat?
80%, not bad.
Yeah, again, it was like Shelton kind of dominated a bit, so. But next up, tag team match: Matt Hardy and Sami Zayn versus Nightshade and Cody Rhodes.
Random, but no.
I'd watch it.
It's so dark.
I mean,
I love.
I've not seen a huge amount of Nightshade yet, but I've really liked what I've seen.
Yeah, she's also one of the loveliest people ever. Not actually been. I think I've only been a couple shows with her, but she's always been so lovely.
There we go. Because you've had a couple of bookings for Eve now, right?
When I first dressed like Eve, she was there and she was just lovely.
Here we go. Here's your girl.
Yes, she is.
This is what I meant, by the way. I had to make her myself. Nobody had made her yet.
Oh, well, you did very well.
Thank you. The only, as I said, apart from like NXT UK and like a handful of the sort of long-standing ICW people,
Yeah.
I think that the only Scot besides them that was up was Joe Hendry.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Jim. Jim already asked your question and she said stink face.
Yeah. Team.
I really wish I'd switched his music to the Stardust song.
Oh yeah.
Not the entrance one. The Hot Dad one.
Yeah.
Do you know Hot Dad?
American Nightmare. Yeah.
Because that was like just the catchiest thing ever.
Used to love when he did the whole Stardust thing. I thought that was amazing. There you go.
Yeah, I really like what little I've seen of her. I watched like a couple of matches on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah, she's really good. I've never actually wrestled Nightshade, but definitely have the opportunity. Oh.
She reminds me, like, and I know it's kind of a lazy comparison because like they're both like I guess bigger girls, but she does remind me a bit of Viper.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Like,
Definitely.
like not just in the fact that they're both like very pretty bigger girls, but that like the way they carry themselves and like how hard hitting they are and that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But could she batter Matt Hardy?
I don't think anyone could batter Matt Hardy.
I don't know. I think Haku could.
I think I could. Oh, I couldn't. There we go. Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn and Stardust. The dream match we never knew we wanted.
Oh, we never knew we needed it, but we do. Oh, a wee cheeky chair as well.
Oh yeah, it's like Japanese rules, so it, like weapons on the outside, like the ref doesn't give a shit basically.
We all need.
Hence why it's also a 20 count.
Yeah. It makes sense now.
Well, like, you do your own like wrestling video game stuff. We touched on it before.
Yeah.
So, like, tell people about it.
Okay, so like I think I just love old wrestling games, like old games. I've got PlayStation 2 and like the GameCube and stuff. So like I've always played wrestling games on those consoles.
Oh.
I was like, oh, why not like just make a YouTube channel of it? And then so I did, and people liked my first video. So I had fun doing it. Like, 'cause I love playing old wrestling games because I love it, like it has all my favorite wrestlers on it, and I think it's so fun play like brand panties matches on the like PlayStation. Like it's so good. They're my favourite just to play. Oh yeah,
Oh,
doing that.
question in the chat: what is your favourite wrestling game?
I think either SmackDown vs Raw 2007 or SmackDown vs Raw 2006 or Here Comes the Pain. Either one of those three are my top three.
Ah. Like a lot of people from like that played the PlayStation ones do say "Here Comes the Pain."
It was just such a good game. Or Shut Your Mouth one as well.
I always see like I'm going to sound predictable here, but like No Mercy and
Yeah.
the N64 ones were great. And yes, I will do that just now, Chainsaw. I'm going to put a link to your YouTube page in the chat.
Oh, I do that. It's idea.
So there's like 3 videos up, more to come.
Yeah. More to come. I've actually filmed one. I'm playing WWF Attitude.
Oh,
The N64, so that'll be up.
I
this week.
was not a fan of that game.
Oh, I mean, it's not great, but it's fun. No, I just love playing old games. I just think it's fun to like see what it was like back then.
I didn't like how it was like combos and stuff for the moves.
Yeah,
Like-
I found it very difficult to play. I wasn't very good at it.
Like the some of the old WCW ones were the same, like Nitro and Thunder on the PS1.
Yeah.
They were like that as well. Tigre's asking, who've been like your favourite opponents so far?
Yeah. Either Sammy Jane or yeah, Sammy Jane probably. But
Any others?
like wrestling Lana Austin, she's a lot of fun, and Session Moth as well was a lot of fun to work with.
I mean, like, I would say that like Martina and Lana Austin are both very much in line with your style.
Yeah, I think that's what's so fun about it, because I think it's very hard to like, not in a bad way, but there's so many like women's wrestling that are very different from me. Like you have like the people who really are into wrestling in a way that it's very, I don't know how to come across and say it. Maybe like Sammy Jane, like herself, like she's like the main event empress, like she's a proper wrestler, like she will beat you up. Whereas I'm more entertainment.
Yeah.
Like that's what I prefer. Like I do like both. Like see when I wrestle Sammy, that's why I think it's so fun, because she brings that out of me, like the wrestling side.
Yeah.
Because when I'm wrestling Martina, it's completely different because it's more fun and more comedy. And I think that's my more kind of style. Obviously there's a lot of girls that do, you know, the whole hard hitting and the hard, like the proper wrestling, whereas I'm more laid back and more want to just have fun with it.
Yeah.
I do actually, like I would genuinely actually love to have like a brand panties match or like a pillow fight match, whereas I don't come across any women that actually would want to do that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what makes me a bit different, because I've never found anyone that actually wants to do that kind of match with me. So still hoping for it.
Imagine if anyone would, it would probably be like Lana or Martina.
I've actually, Anastasia said that she would definitely be up for it. So if anyone actually would love to book a type of match like that, then I'm your gal.
Well, I mean, it was only like, I think 2013 ICW booked one.
Yeah. So I mean, if they ever brought it back, you know, I would.
Which was like the startling combination of, if anyone in the chat remembers, a brand panties match between Leah Owens and Nikki Storm.
Yeah. Iconic.
Which was worth it, if only for like the sight of Nikki cheating just by having like almost like Russian doll-esque
Yeah.
like progressively smaller shirts under each one, which worked because it fit her character.
Yeah, no, that's true. But yeah, I would honestly I would love like a pillow fight match. Would actually do it if anyone was actually willing to book it.
I mean, there was something we talked about when we had. Oh, there we go, Stardust with the win.
Oh, well done.
We talked about it with Debbie and Emily, how for a good while there wasn't that many women with like sort of comedy characters or gimmicks.
Okay.
Where on the independent scene, I mean. Whereas now, at least sort of around about here, you've got like say yourself, Martina, like although I wouldn't say she's a comedy wrestler, like Debbie Keitel can be very funny when she needs to be.
Yeah, she can.
Emily Hayden as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's brought you back up a bit. So you're 3 matches to go and you're at 87%.
It's good. We've got Dawn Marie next.
Dawn Marie.
Perfect.
Somewhere many years ago, teenage me is very excited about this match.
Yeah.
I had a big crush on her, largely because, you know, I'm a heterosexual man with eyes.
Yes.
It's the best way I can put it.
I hate heterosexual women, but no. Dawn Marie.
Oh, I mean, we talked, hell, like, we talked about this when, aforementioned when my friend Maya did the booking. Because she literally booked her show around people she fancies.
Well, you know,
And,
I kind of love that.
and she was able to work it well because, like, she's bisexual, so, like,
Well, works out perfect.
and, like, I said during that, you know, like, heterosexual guy, but, like, you know, look at Finn Balor.
Yeah,
Exceedingly handsome man.
a handsome man.
Did you ever meet him when he was over?
No, I didn't.
Good lord, he's handsome in person. He's so handsome.
That. This is a match I'd actually love to see. My favourite storyline of all time was the Dawn Marie and the Tori Wilson. Nothing will ever beat that.
Oh, like where she pumped his dad to death. Or dad to death.
Yes. One.
Chainsaw in the chat says that Finn should start a subscription service called OnlyFins.
I would probably subscribe to that. It's interesting.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I remember that storyline, and I was like because I was quite a bit younger when that happened, and I was very much in that stage of like, oh, that's stupid, blah 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 at the time, and whereas looking back on it now, it's just so absurd, like you can't not love it.
No, like I genuinely think I wish I was grown up in that era because I would have loved it. Because when I went back and watched all these like things, I had so many wrestling DVDs because my big brother was a massive wrestling fan, so that's why I would always watch them and would see all this kind of stuff and was like, wow, like that's so funny and so entertaining, and that's why I think I kind of do the entertainment more because it's what I enjoyed watching.
I just noticed, like, whoever made this Dawn Marie gave her the Danshoku Dino pile driver. where it's a pile driver but stuffs their head down the trunks while doing it.
Perfect. Yeah, yeah. It's well suited.
Not to be confused, of course, with the Wombstone, which is Martina's thing.
Martina, yeah.
Again, even Lana Austin had to make myself.
Oh well,
The UK
very well done at that as well.
The UK scene was sorely, sorely lacking.
Yeah.
Even like the OTT folk, the only ones that I didn't have to do myself were like Martina, Katie Harvey,
Yeah.
and what do you call him? Scotty Davis.
Mm.
And like with Lana Austin trying to hit with the bum there, like
Yeah.
I am reminded once again of the greatest picture in wrestling history, or one of them. And I've shared it with the chat before. And I can't remember if you were on the show or not. It was the first Fierce Female show at the Shed. I know it was round about the time you started with them, but I can't remember if you had started with them yet or not. But like the opening match was Lana Austin against Joki. And
I
Lana
don't think I was actually.
and Lana
It was literally just around that time, yeah.
Yeah. Lana was gearing up to do, you know, like where she's got them down and hits them in the face with her bum. And like, Joki's just like sat there, like arms stretched out with a big smile on her face. Like, yeah, like, you know, like I'm not going to criticise her for it. You know, who am I to judge her wrestling tactics?
Actually.
So who you picked for this one? Who you think's winning?
I think Lana definitely is. Oh well,
Uh,
I think Lana's going to win this one.
Bear in mind though, this is ECW Dawn Marie. She's hardcore and all that. And whoever's made this Dawn Marie has made a mess of it so that she goes for punches instead of a pin after the pile driver. But I think it's helping your match rating though, so there is that. Either that or like Dawn Marie's just lost it and she's just like shooting on her. Oh. Yeah, I think Dawn Marie she might actually just be trying to kill Lana Austin.
Yeah, it's a fair way to win.
I mean, I guess it would depend how you did it on whether or not it would get you DQ'd. And there is someone on this show that I would love to get on to like guest book one of these, by the way. And it's someone I've made clear that I want them to book it on Twitter, and that's Aubrey Edwards.
Oh, of course.
I think
That'd be good.
I think she'd be game for it, and like she'd be fun at it. But I don't have like an in with her.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun. Definitely something to get done.
Oh, bum cheeks off the top.
Amazing. Love that.
Oh, you could, if we were doing for like bum cheek attacks, you could have booked Asuka.
Of course. No. and Austin's as close as we'll get, unfortunately, on this show.
Oh my god, can you imagine Asuka versus Lana Austin?
That would be iconic.
Oh, the stunner thing, because it's the closest thing in the game to that Tilt World one she does.
Oh, well, there you go. Now one. It was a good one.
It was. Yeah, 96.
Wow.
So you're back up
Not
there.
bad.
You're 89%, 2 matches to go.
Bad.
And they're both matches that I think are going to be solid.
Okay.
Based on my experience with the game.
Good.
So next up, Terry Runnels and yourself versus Jayla Dark and China.
Perfect. Yes. Of US.
And no nickname on the wee name bar, because I don't think you've got one yet.
No. You know, mate, come back, you never know when this is all over. Oh, there she is.
I did come up with a nickname for Raven Creed,
What's that?
because she kept calling everyone crackheads when she was on. Like, I mean, if you've ever had a conversation with her, you'll expect that. So, like, I said her nickname in wrestling should be the Crack Addict, but like crack, like Irish crack.
Like it. It's very smart.
I don't know how this one will go, because I've got a feeling China might just wreck everyone.
And if she
Which, you know, understandable.
yeah. See.
And here we are, the most underrated theme in wrestling.
It's fair. That's tune as well.
One of our dozens and dozens of themes. Did you ever see the last women's standing match she had with Viper?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, because that's like my favourite match I've ever seen live.
Both just so good.
Like, and always, like, because of how well they know each other and stuff, they just always
Yeah.
brought out the best in each other.
Would love to see Terry Runnels versus Jayla Dark any day of the week.
Like, no offence to Terry Runnels, but like, I think Jayla would wreck her.
Absolutely smashed. Yeah.
And we got a bit of Smash Brothers music on here.
But
Aye.
I think this may be a very quick match. Pending, because China and Jayla is a strong team.
Yeah. Welcome back, Jeremy. Tags made, here you come.
Okay, let's get me in with China.
It puts me in mind of... Do you remember, like, in ICW, when they had the triple threat? That was, like, Jimmy Havoc, James Scott, and Rhino.
Yeah, I've never seen it though.
It was like, I remember originally it was supposed to be like James Scott against Jimmy Havoc and the winner gets the match with Rhino kind of thing.
Right.
And it ended like in a no contest, which is why it was a triple threat.
Okay.
But like, I remember they posted about it on Facebook. Like, yo, this match and the winner will be, will get the match with Rhino. And like one of the comments was actually for Wolfgang, and it was him just like getting battered off Rhino. How's that a prize?
Well, yeah, that's fair. I mean, I don't know if anyone would really like that.
And I suppose it's kind of the same thing with China here, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't. Not would reckon the anti ones.
Like, one of my pals met China when she went to
Wow, that's
SWE.
amazing.
And she said she was like an absolute sweetheart. She was like just so
that's
nice.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't really go to SWE at all, but went basically just for China.
Oh, yeah. Everyone else is getting wrecked.
Terry Runnels in offensive move shocker. Because she's been getting a bit of a paste in here.
Yeah.
Tag. Like, Terry Runnels wasn't really a wrestler, she was more of like a manager or a valet.
Yeah. I thought she was so good.
Oh yeah, I always
She was
liked
just so
her.
entertaining.
You know, like, I first found out about her when she was, like, I'm really going to show my age here, but like when she was Alexandra York in WCW.
Oh, long time ago.
Look at you,
That's a move I would definitely do.
taking it to China here.
Yes. That would not happen in real life. Well. Sure.
Right, so I didn't make this China, and I don't recall ever seeing China doing a flying head scissors. I could be
I don't
wrong.
recall that either.
I could be wrong, but like, you know, and
Yeah,
if
me
I'm wrong,
too.
I'll
You
admit
never
it.
know.
Uh-oh.
He's absolutely destroyed me.
That's China for you.
Realistically, I wouldn't be getting back up after that. Classic.
Double powerbomb by you two on Jayla Dark. I think all that would happen there is you've just made her angry.
Wobbly.
Shoot skills for Terry Runnels here.
Yeah.
Queen of Strong style.
I mean, everyone else was just not appreciated in her time, and just making that clear now.
Yeah, I always liked her.
Yeah. She was definitely something.
I mean, she was like, as we said, like more of a manager or valet. So it
Yeah.
was never like, you're never going to get like the melts or 5 stars for her or whatever, but you weren't
You
meant.
never know.
You never know. Queen of Strong style here, but
Mm.
you weren't meant to, you know.
Oh, yeah. A strong style, Terry Runnels.
Oh, look at you taking it to jail.
Yeah, I am.
It's awfully brave of you.
Oh. That.
I mean, you are holding your own.
Doing well. Surprisingly. Oh. An handy move there from Terry.
Imagine if that had been the finish.
I mean, it could have. You never know. I don't imagine that being the finish. I don't imagine. Oh well. Imagine us beating China and Jayla.
Stranger things have happened.
Or,
So like,
you never know.
when we had Gene Money on, we did a second show, but like just randoed the card. Like, like it was everyone we had available, but just drawn at random. And one of the matches it gave us was Angel Hayes versus Batista,
Oh, okay.
and Angel Hayes won.
Oh. Never know. Oh. Oh. So,
Well, certainly no shame in that result there.
no.
No shame in losing to that team whatsoever.
No, I mean, it's fairly obvious. Very accurate.
84, because
Not bad.
it was a bit one-sided, but there we go, main event time.
An event.
Who would you be cheering, Ivory or Trish?
I need to go with Trish because I love Trish so much.
I would.
Ivory, I love Ivory too.
I was going to say, like, I would be cheering Ivory.
Yeah. Both amazing.
Alright, what's this? I definitely sorted Ivory's theme.
Yes.
Stupid game.
It's good. Good. She still looks good.
That's a fair one. At least you can at least say that you weren't the one that got pinned.
Yeah, I know that's true. They let me down.
So who have you got in this one, chat? Who do you think's taking it? So, Ivory Trish. The chat are like with you on this one, by the way. They think Trish is winning.
Yeah. No, I do love Ivory, but Trish. Let me pull out here.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Pretty sure this was the gear that Trish wore in her retirement match.
That's right, yeah.
I love that gear.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't make either of these.
Yeah,
I recoloured Ivory's gear slightly, but that was it.
yeah. There we go.
The giant swing.
First.
Most dangerous of all moves.
Yeah.
Not really, but, you know.
B. Going for it again. No.
Well, here's an idea, because you asked about like dream opponents earlier. Who would your dream opponent be for an intergender match?
Oh. It's a hard one. Who I really love?
Christian.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Christian, or hard.
See, I'm trying to think like who would react funniest to like your shenanigans.
I'm trying to think. Probably like so many. Edo.
Ah, Orange
Was
Cassidy.
fun. But yeah. Loads, to be fair.
Like, because you could do like your bum in the face in the corner thing, and he's just still like just. You come away and he's just still sat there, you know,
Yeah.
horns in the pockets, legs crossed, kind of like eye and whip.
Yeah. I would love that.
But it's like one of those ones you'd only be able to do that spot every so often.
Yeah.
I mean, the best reaction I've ever seen to one of those is, falls asleep in the middle of it. That's a good one.
Wow.
Or like
Amazing.
the best I saw was, and I've mentioned this to the chat before. It wasn't a stink face. It was a Bronco Buster, but a Martina Bronco Buster.
Oh,
And you know there's a difference.
yes.
And it was her and Viper. And
Oh.
basically afterwards, Viper rolled out of the ring and Febrezed her own face.
Wow. I mean, wish I saw that.
It was What Culture in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Because it was weird because like Viper being a baddie up here.
Okay. Shouldn't-
Like I've never thought I'd ever see again like a Scottish crowd booing Viper, but
Yeah. You know, things happen. Trish might have this.
I mean they're giving each other a bit of a kick in here. Oh, Trish kicking the leg out of the leg, Owen Hart style.
Happy Bulldog as well. Oh. Love how it says 2.9.
It's always been a staple of these games.
It's amazing.
Because like more of the 2.9s like bump up your match rating as well.
Ah,
Because
okay.
it's like an exciting spot kind of thing.
Yeah. Makes sense actually. I like the idea. Definitely going to play this now.
I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it still is, but it was on sale.
Oh, okay. I'll need to have a look. I'm going to end up getting to play this.
It's PS4 and Steam you can get it on.
Okay.
This being the Steam version.
Okay. Oh. That was it.
But like, there's like all of the default wrestlers in it are just like generic made up folk.
Yeah.
And like you just download the rest because like other people have made them.
Yeah.
Apart from like there's like DLC for like New Japan and Stardom.
Right. It's quite cool though.
Because these games have been around since I was wee,
Yeah.
and I think the first one. This was like the first one to actually have like official people in it.
Right, okay.
Whereas all the ones before, they had real wrestlers, just they changed the names for copyright. Kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, cool, Jen. Our friend Jen in the chat got herself 2 Point Hospital today, which I've never played.
Oh, no. Played.
Ivory gets it.
Well done. Didn't expect that, but that's fair.
That's my girl.
I do love Ivory.
I don't see how it's possible to not love her.
Oh, she was so good.
So 86.
Not bad.
Solid match.
Yeah. I'm happy with that.
So, your overall rating, 88
That's
exactly.
alright.
Which
Not bad.
I'm going to have a quick look at the leaderboard.
Okay.
So 88. Place you. Believe it or not, like as good as that score is, that would put you 17th.
At least I'm not last.
Yeah. So you're like basically like right in the middle of the table.
In the middle, okay.
Uh,
Not too bad.
You're above Dino Winwood by 0.1%. And above you is actually a three-way tie
Oh, is that?
between Aisha Raymond, ADM, and Patrick Reed.
Hmm.
Bottom place
well.
is still Lewin Krieger.
Okay, well, at least I'm not there, so I'm happy with that.
Second bottom, still Eddie Sideburns. Third bottom, still Sarah Marie Taylor. So, the only people above you are Patrick, Aisha, ADM, Kate, who's like a writer for websites and stuff, Jam O'Malley, Debbie Keitel, my friend Mark, who's also written for websites and stuff, Raven Creed, Jean Money, Andrew Everett, Emily, Brent Carter, Viper, Amy, Manlin, Shug, and my friend Maya at the top.
Oh, well,
Bottom,
not bad.
they say in the chat. They're laughing because I said bottom, because they're very mature here.
I can see that.
Oh, can you see the chat?
Oh, I mean, I can see that they're very mature.
Right. What's happened in the world of wrestling? Rush has left CMLL to join Impact. Good for him. Yamato left Dragon Gate. No. Oh, we can have Merlock. I like Merlock. So quickly save. So that'll about wrap it up. But there is one thing left.
Okay.
It's a tradition we have here on these streams. Because in this game, as well as wrestling matches, you can also have shoot fights.
Okay.
Like MMA fights, basically.
Okay.
And it is a tradition that we have our guest pick somebody to go in an MMA fight against a bear.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Anybody you want.
Anyone?
Anyone.
Right, let's
As long as we have them in the game, at least.
Let's do Andy Wilde versus the Giant Bear because that's equal. That's very equal, I think.
Alright. Andy Wilde versus a bear. A referee in charge of the action, as always, is the giant from Twin Peaks.
The bear's got 2 pixels as feet. I kind of love that. Oh, that's iconic.
Yes, you can actually make a bear in the game.
What?
You can even make it a panda bear.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Andy's taking it to this bear right now. Oh, maybe not.
Chris Hero, as always, in the front row, looking on.
See, I love that. Oh, the bear is absolutely wrecking Andy right now.
I mean, what would your tactic be fighting a bear?
Oh, that's not legal, surely.
It's just an extra sharp claw, it's fine.
Oh, I thought that was a blade.
It was a blade, but we just call it an extra sharp claw. It's because you get like Japanese deathmatch wrestlers in the game and stuff as well. Yeah.
Extreme.
So how would you fight a bear?
How would I fight a bear? Don't think stink facing it would be very cool. I'm not sure. I don't really know how to fight people, if I'm honest.
like, what would your tactic be for escaping safely then?
Running away.
But,
Would not want to fight a bear.
but bears are very fast.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I would. Maybe I'd do what Andy's doing right now, which is drop kicking the bear. Very, very tactical from Andy there.
I mean, we have had some people beat the bear.
I think Andy could be one of those people. Possibly. The bear's kind of wrecking him right now.
And yes, he did chainsaw. Yeah,
Oh!
Max the Impaler beat the bear. Chris Hero beat the bear.
There.
Effie beat the bear. That's a fair point from Jen in the chat. You don't have to be faster than a bear. You have to be faster than the person next to you.
Oh! Error. Point.
I mean, Andy's built like a bear, so
This is why I thought it would be an even fight.
the way we usually do it is we either have the guest pick or we literally just pick at random,
And yeah.
or have,
Andy put out.
or we have the chat
to-
pick someone.
Oh, well.
So what I'm thinking today is maybe we like 3 bear fights, one of each. So
Yeah.
Andy's your pick, then we have the chat pick, then we have someone at random.
Okay.
I mean, Andy bust open a gusher, but
Okay.
no going down without a fight.
Yeah. Well.
Beautiful belly to belly for Andy there.
The bear. The bear's taking its hand. Nice.
I mean,
I think Andy could do that.
it's that big, what is it, big dash stovey strength he calls it.
Yeah. Round 3 now. Oh.
What? No.
Is that it?
He just couldn't take it anymore.
Well, fair.
Okay,
Defer though.
so what we'll do for the second one is we'll have the chat throw out a few names and we'll have you pick one of them.
Okay.
So chat, give us a few names to potentially fight the bear. That's a good name. Danhausen's the first one.
Hmm.
Taz. Courtney Rush.
Hmm.
Oh, we've had another for Taz.
Let's go for Taz. I love that. Great idea.
Jen was asking if Rusev has fought the bear. Not in a shoot fight, I don't think. Where's Taz? There's Taz. Mad wee orange Taz.
Okay.
Now, what would be your tactic for fighting Taz?
Oh. Probably running away again. I mean, I wouldn't want to fight Taz. Oh wow.
I'm gutted we've not got Dino here right now for his impressions. He does, like, I don't know if you're familiar with Dino Winwood.
Oh.
He's in wrestling. He works currently for that Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Under the name Howdy Price. But he's
Okay.
very, very good at impressions.
Yeah.
And he does an amazing impression of Joey Styles. And one of his sort of signature pieces, he'll do Joey Styles, like saying people from ECW's names, but like messing up like the nicknames.
Right.
So it'll be like, the Human Suplex Machine, Dawn Marie, or whatever.
Yeah. Love that. Please. I've heard that they always have to bleed. I'm feeling for sorry for Taz here.
Well, it's the I mean, to be fair, it is a bear they're fighting.
Yeah. Not be me. Taz might win this.
Oh, I've got a two-part question for you here.
Okay.
And the reason I think this could be a new question, and I know what you're going to say to it, but like I asked it when what's his face, Drew Gulak was streaming the other day. It's a two-part question. One, do you like big butts? And two, can you lie?
Yes.
And can you lie?
No.
There we go.
There we go. Sit here first.
Kaz really taking it to the bear now.
He is. I think he could. But this is very orange.
Well, it is ECW Taz. He was
Yeah.
very orange back then.
Balls.
I mean, I didn't make this Taz, so...
Yeah.
But he still keeps getting up.
Yeah. He's not backing down. Just think he might win it. Maybe.
Oh,
Close.
big lariat for Taz there. Oh, jeez. Oh, the dreaded bear hug, but
Yeah. Yeah.
Taz beats the bear.
Amazing, I knew it. Well done, Taz.
There we go. And I guess the final opponent, Randall, but we don't always go with the first one. As you can see, there's just like a random select button there.
Yeah.
It's just a case of, you know, when someone comes up and we go, yes, that's the right one.
Okay.
Not Marty Gilbert. Is it the personification of WWE 2K20?
Could be, yeah. I mean, I know.
Can WWE 2K20 itself beat a bear?
Probably not. But
Let's see what the chat say. I completely forgot I had that on there. Chat, what say you? Oh, no, the chat say no.
Okay, let's try again.
Is it Sumo Guy? I don't think so.
Oh,
Is it Raul Mendoza? Nah, he's not the right one.
oh,
I do like Raul, but... And that's why I'm...
fine.
Oh, is it Montez Ford?
Yeah. Yes.
I like this one.
Two.
Chat, is it Montez Ford versus a bear?
Possibly.
There we go. Aye, solo cups in the crowd, they say. Montez Ford versus a bear. Here we go. Now, who would you back in this fight, Ashley?
I mean, I think you're gonna have to. I mean, fair. I mean, it's kind of obvious at this point when he's whipping out blades.
But wasn't Montez Ford a military man?
Point.
You know, he'll have survival skills.
It's true. Like it's quite even then.
And if there's anyone, I think, in the current WWE roster that could possibly scare a bear away with loud noises, it's Montez Ford.
I mean, you could do it, yeah.
Oh, jeez. I do like Montez Ford. I can see him being a big star.
Yeah. Gear as well.
Sorry?
Gear as well, especially matching the blood that's all over the ring.
Oh, you've got to
brutal.
You've got to color coordinate for your blood.
Yeah, fair.
That's why William Regal had the blue gear, because he was a blue blood.
Ah. William Regal versus the bear is something that you need to try and do at one point.
Oh yeah.
Next time you have someone on, that's the one.
Well, our next confirmed guest is Killer Kelly.
Oh, that'd be good.
She's going to be on Thursday.
Listen.
I mean, we did book her in a bear fight once of sorts.
Okay.
But it was
That go.
well, it wasn't a one-on-one thing. It was her, a bear, Rusev, and Minoru Suzuki against Vince McMahon.
Nice. Pretty random.
I think this was the day that like all the releases happened, and we were just annoyed. So we were like, let's put Vince against some indestructible monsters.
I mean, so it's one way to get your anger out.
Yeah. Frustrations. And as I said, in here on these streams, in the chat, we all love Rusev.
Yeah. Who doesn't?
Oh, great news, Jen. I hope you get it. Our friend Jen in the chat has a job interview on Thursday.
Oh, good luck. Good luck. But interviews are terrifying. Me anyway, I find them very scary.
So, I'm wondering who Killer Kelly will book. I imagine she'll book Minoru Suzuki. Because, you know,
They'll
Minoru
have to
Suzuki.
book the giant bear.
Oh, yeah. Well, the bear ending the stream it's like a tradition now.
Okay, I kind of love it.
Someone made an ostrich in the game as well.
Oh. That's interesting.
And I downloaded it and tried to like change it and recolor it to be like the goose from the Untitled Goose game. Oh, aeroplane spin.
Oh, nice.
It's going to be our first video conference interview, and she's tempted to do it with no trousers on.
Wow.
I mean, it's not like they'll know.
It's true, nobody will know unless, you know, something happens.
I don't know how I would cope with like a over the video, like, because whenever I'm on any sort of camera, I'm too inclined to just like take the piss.
Yeah.
There we go. Montez Ford beat a bear.
Fun.
Good old Montez Ford.
Done. That was good.
I do like that man. So
Yeah.
there we go. That'll wrap it. What a way to end though, right? Montez Ford beating a bear.
Iconic.
So before we head off, Ashley, where can people find you on social media?
All my social medias are Ashley Vega UK. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and I am also on YouTube as Ashley Vega.
Yeah, give me a second. I will pop the YouTube link in the chat again.
Thank you.
Because we do like to shamelessly promote our guests here.
I love that. I can't complain.
Ashley is currently in the process of a series where she's been playing old school wrestling games. Seeing how much they stand up and go on some of your favourite wrestlers for your childhood.
Yes.
Have you ever considered doing streams yourself?
Yeah, like obviously because YouTube, so I was actually, it's something I've thought about, so you know, you never know, especially with everything going on. I'm very bored, so I might actually try it out.
Well, if you ever need like a hand with anything like setup kind of stuff and that, just
Come to you,
let me know.
I'm awful with this because see, when I started this YouTube thing, I had no clue how to record games.
Is it like a capture card you've got, or?
Yeah, I have. I've got an Elgato, and honestly, trying to set it up, it was the worst thing ever. Like, I was so clueless. I got there.
No, that's why all my streams are PC
Subscribing,
games.
by the way, I'm getting people coming through that are subscribing, so thank you.
Yeah. That's why all my streams are PC games, so I don't need to bother with because I do have a capture card, but it's on the blink.
Yeah, mine's is not the best, to be honest.
I think it was an Elgato I had as well.
Yeah.
And we are going. Killer Kelly is actually streaming right now, so we're going to raid her, which is basically just send all of our viewers over there.
Yeah, good idea.
So go tell her we said hello. Let her know what she has to live up to. Montez Ford beating a bear. Thank you very much, Ashley, for joining us. And to the chat, we'll catch you all next time. Bye for now.
Thank you.